Hey y'all, and welcome back to Satisfactory. We've got our bauxite from last time in here and ready to go. In fact, it's all very, very full now. We got tons of it. And we've also picked up and processed our silica, which is also very, very full. So now, what I want to do is I want to try to bring it over here to this next floor of my factory that I built and start processing it into aluminum parts. This is going to be interesting because I have no idea what the numbers are on any of this. So, let's plop down a constructor, or rather, I'm sorry, we're going to need some, foundries. That's the word. We need some foundries to handle smelting all this stuff. So let's take a look. I believe I have 480 bauxite and 360 silica. If I did my math right, that should be enough for 4 of these. Not overclocked. Which is what I want, because while I have a lot of power slugs from doing all my exploring, I don't really have all that many, to be entirely honest. So let's go ahead and bring in 4 foundries. Line them up with this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, with a little bit of room to walk around them, which is good, which is exactly what I want. But now we have an issue. I can't. I gotta set up the lines for these. I'm gonna be doing the manifold system, which I've learned to love. It works so well. Yeah, it takes a bit to get started, but once it does, you get 100% efficiency, like very easily, because things will back up and make it work. But I need to, I think, fix this to have one here and one on top, so that they come in at different heights and I can stack the splitters and make this work out really well. So let's just go ahead and do, come here. Let's go ahead and do that and that. Doesn't matter which one's which. I might do bauxite on the bottom, silica on top, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to have splitters that line up right in the middle of these. It'll look funny because the lines will be going left and right, but whatever, I don't care. I don't care enough for that to really matter. So we need to have it set up like that. And then, is that lining up with... Oh, no, I don't want that. I want it like that. Line up the bases. Okay, now we put it there. And I shouldn't need one on the end, because they'll just come out the end and go in. So, I need to set all these to aluminum. There we go. And now, it's 100 and some odd bauxite coming in, so we're going to need Mark II belts for the bauxite. And I guess I'm putting the bauxite on the bottom. No, I like the idea of having the bauxite on top, because like the silica packets, they look like concrete, and so they look really heavy. So let's have the bauxite coming in from the top. That way it doesn't look like it's trying to just break our conveyors by putting something heavy on top. And the ones on the bottom, they take 90 per minute, so these are going to require the Mark II belts as well. What do you know? That actually makes it pretty easy. All Mark II belts. But coming in, it needs to be all Mark IV. What? 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 Oh, this is facing the wrong dang way. So is this. Dang it, I gotta redo everything. Fixed it. So, 480 minus 120. Still a lot. Let me figure this out to get the proper belts in here, and I'll be back. Alrighty. So all the foundries are set up. I just gotta plug them in, bring everything over here, and we'll start making aluminum ingots. And these all make 30 aluminum ingots per minute. So what can we do with that? Let's see. What sort of stuff do we have that requires aluminum ingots? Kidding me? The alclad aluminum sheets require aluminum and copper. Oh. I've got some alternate recipes to go see what I can make. Let me go research some stuff and see if I can get some pretty good recipes. So, after analyzing a couple of hard drives and going off and doing other stuff, I realized that the devs probably haven't actually put in the alternate recipes for the aluminum stuff yet. So, with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're just going to deal with it. I'm going to have to exploit a copper node on this train track over here because... Stupid phone! Doesn't everybody in the world know that I'm recording right now? I can't handle getting phone calls right now. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to have to add another car onto here and get this thing to stop at another station midway through to be able to pick up some copper. I need copper in here. The question is, how much do I need? Let's see. Let's go ahead and build an assembler, which I need rotors for. Crap. Alright, got the rotors. Let's see. Put in here that I want to make the alclad aluminum sheets. It uses 10 per minute and 15 per minute. I'm making how much? 30 per minute. Each one of these can feed 2 assemblers. So I would need 8 of these, or 4 overclocked to 200%, which I think in order to save space, I'm going to do that. So that means 20 copper ingots per times 4 is 80. I only need 80? 80 copper ingots a minute. Are you kidding me? Okay, I think we need to take a step back and figure out what all we want to produce from this aluminum thing here. I know I want the alclad aluminum sheets because they are for the Mark V belts. I need those. More than anything, I need those. So, what else do I need? Let's build a manufacturer and see what we can figure out here. So, turbo motors. Definitely need those. Batteries and radio. Oh my god. 3 different things are made using the... Oh my god. And one uses both crystal oscillators and computers, which I'm making both downstairs. Well, this is just great. Batteries need wire and sulfur? Oh man. I think I'm producing way too much sulfur over at the munitions plant, so I can probably bring some of that over. But dang! This is insanity. Alright, so I think what we need to focus on for this floor... What do the radio control units need? Lots of stuff. And then the turbo motors require radio control units and heat sinks and motors, which I'm going to have to bus over from the other place, and rubber, and oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's focus on making the alclad aluminum sheets first, because I really don't think, even if I build this again, let's see, battery uses the sheets, the radio control unit uses heat sinks, and heat sinks are built over here, and they require the sheets. Okay. And then finally, the turbo motors require the radio control units and the heat sinks. So, yeah, I need to be making the sheets next. Get as many of those as I can. So I'm going to build 4 of these puppies, overclock them to 200%, hook them up, then I'll somehow bring the copper in over here in a bit. Alright, so now that I have 120 alclad aluminum sheets being made, I still haven't got the copper in, but I will. Let's see. Turbo motors are the final product that we want to get out of this. So let's see what we need to be able to make. So, turbo motors. 1.875 per minute. Okay, so I need to be able to make 7.5 heat sinks per minute. Are the heat sinks used anywhere else? Yes, they are. Oh, goodness. Okay. This is going to be fun. This is going to be tons of fun. Because in order to make... I need 7.5 heat sinks per minute and 3.75 radio control units per minute. Radio control units are made at 2.5 per minute. So in order to do that, I'd have to, with one manufacturer, I'd have to overclock this to 150%. Now that means that it's going to take 15 heat sinks per minute. So in order to make 15 heat sinks, I need to have 3 of these running, using up half of my alclad aluminum sheets. But that's okay, because I could have half of the alclad aluminum sheets going to make the heat sinks, and half of them going to make, or just to storage. However, there's a catch. I need to be able to make 15 heat sinks a minute, but that's just for the radio control units. I need another 7.5. Is that right? Yeah, 15 plus another 7.5, so I need 22.5 heat sinks per minute being made. So it's 3 of these, or hang on, or 4 of them and 1 overclocked to 50% or to 150%. That way, I mean, I could work with that. So that would be using, what is that, 90? And I'd only have 30 excess? That'd be fine. 30 excess is probably more than I would need. So I would just have to take this guy and send it to storage. Cool! I'll have alclad aluminum sheets in storage. Let's go ahead and build the bin for it right now and set that up, so that I know that this is my storage for this. Boom. Storage done. So, with that out of the way, this is just going to be, like I said, storing them. But I'll have the other 90 feeding 4 of these guys with 1 overclocked to 50%. So there's probably going to be some... no, I can just use a manifold. Yeah, we'll just use a manifold for this. It'll work out well. Just merge all 3 together over this way. One thing I didn't consider, though. What else does a heat sink take? Rubber. Oh, well, I'm producing way too much rubber over there as is, so I'll just pull some this way, and if I have to make more, I've got the oil coming in to make them. So, let's set these puppies up. Alrighty. Heatsink assemblers are ready to go. I just gotta throw in the rubber line, just like I gotta throw in the copper line here. And we are rolling with that. So, I think that handles my basically first tier, I guess, of aluminum stuff. After that, I still don't know what all everything takes. So, radio control units, okay, I can handle that. And then turbo motors, I can handle that. Okay, should be good to go there. I just gotta bring in a crap ton of rubber, apparently. And then I'm not gonna automate batteries yet, because I really don't know what they're for. Like, yeah, it's a portable electronic source, but at the same time, like, why? No other recipe uses them. Might be needed for like a different vehicle in the future or something, I don't know. But we're just not going to worry about them. So, I got my heat sinks being made. I just got to split it up into the machines that need them and everything, and then we'll be set. I might have to build yet another floor to this factory. Might have one, yeah, especially since turbo motors require heat sinks and radio control units. I might have the radio control units being built down here as well, because turbo motors require 3.75 per minute, and I can make 2.5, so I'd have to overclock this to 50%. I can make more crystal oscillators and more computers on the floor below, and then from there, just pipe everything in, and we'll be good to go. That'll work out great. Okay, I'll be back once I have all that set up. So you guys remember how at the end of last episode I said this was going to require a lot of math? Well, yeah, because now I have to figure out how I'm going to get 120 wire per minute in here, along with 80 rubber per minute. This is just going to be loads of fun to figure out. And not only do I need 80 rubber per minute down there, I need 80 rubber per minute just for the radio control unit machine. And then also, I need another 175. So that's 160 plus 175 is 355 rubber per minute. Well, it looks like I'm expanding my oil production facility over here. This might span 2 episodes. Because I'll get, like, the heat sinks done. Actually, no, I'll just get the alclad aluminum sheets done first. Let's go set up copper coming in on that train, because I know exactly where a copper node is that I can use to bring copper ingots in. And then we're probably going to have another wire facility and redo this thing, and it's a much bigger project than I thought. I thought I could get this done in 1 episode, but that's okay. So let's go get that done. I fell. So something that I wish could be done is I've got this already extant train line here, but I can't just snap on this. It looks like I can, but what it's actually doing is setting a separate track there. Because if I put this down, there's a switch on the inside. So it doesn't see this as part of the same platform. What I wish I could do is just snap one on, so long as the track is straight, so that I could get this taken care of. What I need to do now is need to add a 3rd car to this. But that's going to mess things up down the way. Is it? No, it shouldn't. So long as I'm adding it to this end. Yep. And then we add a freight car right there. And then the new locomotive facing that way. And there shouldn't be a problem. Is there a problem? Looks like I messed something up. So next stop is going to be quartz for now. I'm going to set it up. Oh, wait, yeah. And then I think this one is the one that's down by the lake in there. So we're going to have that. We're going to go quartz, then this one, then main processing. Yeah. That'll work. No! Why didn't you work properly? Okay. I need help. I can't figure this out. My train is being stupid. This shuttle, what I've done is I've tried to add another stop in the middle of this shuttle track. Okay? The problem is that if I do that, like coming from main processing, what I want it to do is I want it to stop and pick up the copper. And then from there, just come straight over here and pick this up, then head back and drop it all off and do it over again. But unfortunately, I don't know how to set up the stops properly to make it do that. So right now it's just going to stop at that train station there, which I've called Lakeside Copper, because there's like a copper mine right here. and I'm pulling it all over here, smelting it, and putting it on the train. But now, see, it's just stopped at the station. So if I make quartz its next stop, it should come over here. And then what I want it to do is I want it to go to main processing 2 and then head to Lakeside Copper. So from there, like, it should just cycle through these, right? I'm hoping. Let's see. What is it gonna do? It starts heading back toward main processing. Okay. Let's see if this works. So if it goes to main processing, then it should go to Lakeside Copper, and then to quartz, and then back to main processing. I hope this works. There it goes. It's stopping at that station. Now, if it would load something there, and then look, it's going back to main processing. That station is not called quartz. Oh, now it's going to Lakeside Copper, but it's going back to main processing in order to do it. See, it's so dumb. I don't get it. Someone please help me with this train routing problem of mine. There should not be a problem with the stops. I don't get it. I don't know how I'm supposed to put them in the system, but it's not working. So please help. Thank you. Anyway, let's get back to setting everything up over at the main base. Yeah, guys, this project is getting huge. I have tried to increase my computer making capacity down here along with my crystal oscillators, and it's turning into a massive project. I've already redone all of the production down here to try to produce more reinforced iron plates over here. But I realized in order to get enough to run what's up there, I need Mark III miners. And to have 2 Mark III miners, I need about 400 alclad aluminum sheets. Yeah. So in order to get this project done, I need to get at least some production going on aluminum. So I'm gonna have to call it here and work on a bunch of this off camera, just so I have the capability of doing this. This is just a little bit ridiculous. Alright, finally got to the point where I'm not 100% efficient, but I am finally automating everything I need to make radio control units. Oh my goodness, this has been a trip getting all of the rubber made. I have 5 rubber refineries now, and the conveyor spaghetti is just a huge mess. It's a little bit embarrassing, honestly. This is about the most organized it gets right here. But now I just need to wait until I have enough stuff to make turbo motors, because in order to get this to be 100% efficient, I need to increase my 2 iron mines. Oh, what was that? My 2 iron mines below me, Mark III, and the 2 copper mines over there to Mark III, just so that I can redo all that and have enough cable coming in to feed the now, here we go, the now 3 crystal oscillator manufacturers that are down here. I have plenty of crystal, and that's about all I've got plenty of. Plenty of crystal to feed all 3, but I need more iron coming out of here to make more reinforced iron plates, which will be coming out of there. Each one of these is enough to feed one of those manufacturers. And then I need enough cable coming from over there to feed all 3 of these monsters. I never thought I would need this many crystal oscillators, but that's what the game's all about. Every time we get new stuff, we have to go bigger. And you know what they say, go big or go home. So it's time for me to go home. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Once again, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and y'all come back now.